Hey Deborah, thank you so much for allowing me to do these reviews for your three websites. I truly do appreciate it, and I'm really excited to share with you some of the information that I've gathered here that I hope will be helpful when it comes to your online marketing and your online exposure. So the first thing we want to do is take a look at your websites because we're going to be driving traffic to them, and we want to make sure your website is very easy to navigate and that they quickly communicate with potential customers what you're all about and why they should do business with your company instead of your competition. So why don't we start with the weddingdancespecialist.com since we're already on this site. Now, when I first logged onto this site, the first thing I noticed was that you have images right here rotating. I really love this, and the reason I love this so much is because it's going to grab your visitors' attention right away, and it's going to cause them to sit down for a second and just watch those images. And this is important because they're going to be staying on your website for a little bit longer, and studies show us that the longer somebody stays on the website, the more likely they are to do business with you. So by including those images right there, what you're doing is you're kind of forcing people to stay on your site for a longer period of time, which is really cool. The second thing I really liked about this is this photo right here where it says no dance lessons versus dance lessons with us. I mean, that photo and having that comparison right there, it basically sums up what your company is all about. I mean, this is kind of boring right here, and this is really fun, exciting, and romantic. And that's what everybody wants. The bride and the groom, they want their wedding to be fun, romantic, exciting. They don't want it to be boring like this picture shows. And so that was a really great job. This one picture really just captures what your whole business is about. And the other thing I noticed, just going down again, is you included a Facebook page and included a button or a link for them to become a fan and get special offers. Now, a lot of people don't even bother creating Facebook pages, and if they do, they don't put it on their page. And so you've taken it one step beyond just putting it on your page, though. What you've done is you're offering them special offers now. And so if they click to become a fan, now they're on your list and whatnot, and you could promote to them instantly with these special offers. Which is, it's a great marketing tool. And one thing I wanted to talk about was I noticed up here you have a free subscription to Marriage 411 and Wedding Dance 411. That's great, but in order to get people to in order to get more people to sign up, what I would also consider doing is saying something like free subscription to Marriage 411 and Wedding Dance 411 plus a free copy of my ebook that teaches you the basics of dancing or whatever. It doesn't have to. You could sit down and write like a little 5-page ebook, just so you could give them something for free that they could get right away. And because a lot of people might not know what this subscription includes, but if you show that you're going to give them a free copy to these other the ebook, then that's going to increase the chances of them signing up. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be an ebook. Anything of value that you could give them right away, it'll increase your opt-in rates. And so I don't know what kind of offers you give for your Facebook fan page, but you could actually give the same offers to these people as well. So those are the things I really, really liked about your website. One thing I might consider doing, though, is this become a Facebook fan. I would move that up to what's called above the fold, because right now we have to scroll down in order to see it. I would move it up to somewhere like right here to where they don't even have to scroll down to see it, because having that is a really powerful marketing tool, and we want to get as many people joining your fan page as we possibly can. So we might want to put it up in an area where all the eyes are going to be able to see it right away. And then also I noticed you have a bunch of white space right here. I would consider getting rid of that because it kind of just looks like it doesn't belong. Probably won't be too hard to get rid of it. If you need help with that, I could probably help you with that. But yeah, it just looks like, kind of some missing space that doesn't need to be there. And the other thing I really liked was I noticed you have a blog on your site. People love reading blogs, but when I clicked on it, I noticed it took us to Blogspot. Now, I don't know if you know this, but it's actually possible to connect your Blogspot to your blog so it doesn't take people away from your site. So in other words, if you connect your Blogspot with your blog domain name would be theweddingdancespecialist.com/blog. That way people don't ever have to leave your site. And also, this is really important because if you have a blog connected to your website, it's going to increase your rankings in Google, because you're constantly adding excuse me, you're adding new content, whether it's weekly or monthly. You're constantly adding content, which is very important. But overall, like I said, your website does a great job with promoting offers, and it does a great job showing people what you're all about. And so I would say this website has it all. I would just make those small changes, and you might be surprised at how much that increases your conversion rates on your opt-in email and even your Facebook fan pages. And also, if you connect the blog to your domain name, you might notice you're getting more traffic through Google. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the Back to Basics website. Right when I saw this website, I thought it was really unique and a really cool idea. And it's something I've actually never seen before. And the first thing I noticed when I logged onto this website was the 4 C's, which is confidence, character, civility, and charm. I really like that because you're instantly branding yourself. And, you know, what kind of parent doesn't want their child to have those 4 C's? So that's really... just when a parent logs onto this website, they're going to see that, and they're just going to be like, yeah, I want my child to have all those. And so you're doing a great job branding yourself right there. I also noticed you included your social links, which again is very good. And then if we scroll down here, I saw that you have a Facebook like button so people could like your Facebook page. And as I'm sure you already know, getting Facebook likes can really cause your site to go viral, and you could get a lot of traffic from Facebook alone. Let's see, I also saw that you had a quiz right here, and that is a very good idea. And the reason that's a very good idea is because that's going to cause people now to become interactive on your site. And when people start to become interactive on your site, that's instantly, again, building trust. And trust is so important in business these days because people don't want to hand over their money to somebody they can't trust. And so just having this quiz up there, it's kind of getting personal with them. And now it just increases their trust that they have with you. What I would also do with this site, though, is I would, just like you had on your wedding dance site, this email opt-in form, I would include an email opt-in form on this site as well. And what you could do, like I know I used an ebook as an example last time. You could write a simple 5-page ebook on the basics of teaching your children you know, confidence, character, civility, charm. And then at the end of the ebook, you could talk about, you know, why you can help them and stuff like that, and lead them to your order form or whatever, however you collect your orders. But yeah, I would definitely include some sort of email opt-in form, whether you want to put it right there or somewhere else on the site. That can be a huge marketing tool for you. I also saw that you have success stories. That's great, but one thing we want to do is we actually want to include the success stories on the home page somewhere. So if I were you, what I would do is, see how there's a little bit of a dash, this blue spot right here between the middle part of the page and the bottom part of the page? I would extend that to make more of a blue spot, and then I would gather about 3 or 4 testimonials from people, and I would have those 3 or 4 testimonials rotating. So you have one showing at a time, but every 2 to 3 seconds they rotate. And the reason I would do this is because when somebody gets on your site, studies show us that within about 8 seconds they're going to know if they want to do business with you or not. And so if they see these rotating testimonials on your site, they're going to realize, well, this person's happy doing business with you, so you know they will more than likely be happy doing business with you as well. And so it's instantly building social proof. So having that is another important thing to have. And also I saw you have a contact us button. Now that's great to have, and the funny thing is a lot of people actually forget to include their contact us button, and so it's so sad because they have this great website and they're selling a great service or a great product, and nobody can contact them because they forgot to include their contact information. So it's good that you included that. However, I would also include your email address and phone number right in this section right here. And the reason I would do that is because I hate to say it, but people are lazy and they would rather have access to your email address and phone number without having to click on a button. So if you include it right there, like right when they log on your website, you know, bam, there's your contact information, and they could contact you right away and for more information on how to sign up their children for this stuff. So as far as this Back to the Basics website, like I said, I really like how you're designing your websites. They look really good. They're grabbing the attention right away. But I think if you make those small changes, that would also increase your conversion rates, which is obviously very important in business. But again, I want to say I think you're doing a great job, and it's very unique to see a website like this. And so I just wanted to congratulate you on that. And so now why don't we head over to your last website. Okay, so now we're over here on your dancedynamics.net website, and when I logged onto this site, the first thing I noticed again was you had these rotating images. And like I said in the earlier, when I was doing your review for the wedding dance specialist, having rotating images is really what's going to grab people's attention right off the bat and make them stay on the site for longer. And like I said earlier, that's going to actually cause more people to do business with you, because the longer they stay on your site, the more likely they are to do business with you. You also have a very attention-grabbing header. These are great graphics, and I know I was looking at some of these images for a little bit, and I just thought they were really cool images. And so by having a good header, you're kind of showing that you're very professional and that you know what you're doing. You also make it clear on this site what you're all about. I mean, if people read this description, that's a short description, but the good news is it sums up what you're all about, and so people are going to know exactly who you are and what you do and how you could help them. You also have up here links to your services, the dance styles you offer, and testimonials and whatnot. And again, I like the fact that you included testimonials, but I would really consider grabbing 3 or 4 of them and putting them on the homepage as well, just to build your social proof, like I talked about in the when I was doing your other website. And also, I noticed there are no social links on this one, and this is the first website of yours that did not have social links. So if you have a Facebook page or a Twitter account or whatever it may be, I would add those links on your website, either in the bottom right corner right here or in the upper right corner up here. And again, you know how important the value of those can be and how much traffic they can bring in to your site. And it's all through viral social media, through people sharing it, through sharing your special offers and whatnot. I would also include another email opt-in form on this site as well, just because these email opt-in forms have really increased the conversion rates of many people that include them, so I would definitely include that email opt-in form. So the last thing I might make changes to with this website is I noticed you included your phone number right here. What I might consider doing is writing your phone number, like so somewhere down here, just writing something like contact info and put your phone number and your email address in bold, so, and make it a little bigger font so it really stands out more. But again, other than those few changes, just like your other 3 websites, I'm very impressed with how you designed them and how you laid them out. They're very unique, and they really capture people's attention. And so for this video, I think that'll be it. And then in the next video that I'll send you, we'll be talking about the search engine, specifically Google, for a little bit, and go into a little more detail on how your sites are doing in Google. So I will see you in the next video.